Hey guys, it's Mike from EAK Crew Productions, and today I wanted to bring you a deck video on agents. Now this deck video is going to be a little more in-depth than a regular deck video, however. I'm going to, sorry about that. I'm going to really get into the cards and explain what they do. So here we go. 3 Master Hyperion. Now we will run this guy because he's the boss of the deck. He's got 2,700 attack, and he can special summon himself from your hand by removing from play or from the graveyard 1 agent card. He then has the additional effect to blow up 1 card on the field per turn by removing from play one fairy light monster in your graveyard. So that's really great. And here's an agent, Earth. It's one of the cards that you can remove to special summon him from your hand. And this little guy has the ability to search out 1 agent card. Now, sadly, Master Hyperion is not an agent, so you won't be searching him. But it does give you the ability to search out one of the 3 copies of the Agent of Creation, Venus. Great card, with its ability to pay 500 life points to special summon out a Shine Ball. Now this effect is unlimited, so you can use it 3 times to special summon out all 3 Shine Balls from your deck for the low price of 1,500. Now these guys are good, even though they're just these bland vanillas, because you can take 2 of them and go overlay for Gachi Gachi Kentetsu, which is a great card. It's got 18 defense and it sits there like a wall. It gets plus 200 for each overlay unit on top of it, so it becomes 2,200. And when it would be destroyed, it can instead remove an overlay unit. So it's kind of like a Zen mains for fairies. Next, we've got Honest. Honest is a great card. During damage calculation, whether you're attacking or your opponent is attacking, you can drop this monster and it will copy the attack of your opponent's monster and give it to your monster. So essentially, you're doing the damage to your opponent for the attack of your monster, which is a great effect. Also, Honest can be returned to your hand from the field. So, you can set him down for a turn with that 19 defense he has, and then return him to your hand once you get another light monster that you can drop him on. 2 Thunder King Raios. It's a great card this format. It's got 19 attack, which is very beefy. It's a light monster. It stops dualities, e-calls, rotas, smoke signals, and it can even stop inherit summons. So, great card all around. Now we've got Cyber Dragon. Light, so honest target, 2,100 attack, and it's a special summon. Oh yeah, and don't forget the part where he gets rid of Zen mains and other machines because of its ability to go into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So, great. 2 Caius the Shadow Monarch, because of his ability to send to the remove from play instead of destroy and send. This is a great effect. It gets over a lot of things like Stardust Dragon. It gets over Safe Zone with White Dragon. So just a great card. Great card. Also, he's very playable because we have cards like Cyber Dragon that we can then sack for Caius. And we run 3 Battle Fader, which protect our life points because when we would be attacked directly, we can instead negate the attack and end the battle phase by special summoning him. Now, we have that on your opponent's turn, so on your turn you can tribute him for a Caius. So, great synergy. And 2 Tragodia, which could also be dropped for a Caius, but let's just go into Tragodia for a second, because Tragodia is a fantastic card. Whenever you take battle damage, whether it be because you attacked or because they attacked, you can special summon 1 Tragodia from your hand. This is amazing because Tragodia gets 600 attack for each card in your hand, which in a deck like this, you're going to have quite a bit of cards in your hand, so he'll be pretty beefy, probably 2,400 plus. Now, this is really good, but Tragodia goes beyond that. He also has the ability to pick a monster in your graveyard and become that level, so he's great for XYZ summoning. And if you pitch a monster from your hand, you can steal a monster from your opponent's side of the field with an equivalent star count. Great card. And it's forever that you steal that monster, by the way. Gorz, Emissary of Darkness, because it's Gorz. If you have no cards on the field, which you might in this deck quite a bit, honestly. You can special summon this guy from your hand, and when he's special summoned, he takes the attack, the damage that you took from that attack, from that monster, and he creates a token just as strong. With him at 2,700 and a copycat token, you're about to have a comeback. Next we have 2 Tour Guide from the Underworld. It's a great card. As soon as you play it, as long as it doesn't get Effect Veilered, or Trap Hold, I guess. Trap Hole. You net yourself a +1. Special summoning out another Tour Guide, or your little buddy here, Sangen, who is a searcher, so if he gets destroyed, boom, you get another card to your hand, so you're thinning, and he replaces himself. Floater, right there. Plus net 1 into a floater. Amazing. Or of course you can overlay them so that you can get out a powerful card like Leviathan or something along the lines of that, number 16. Things like this, you know? And then, last monster, we have Chaos Sorcerer. Why Chaos Sorcerer? Amazing effect. He can remove 1 face-up monster from your opponent's side of the field, and he's special summoned by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard, which, as you can see, there are a lot of in this deck. I personally would add in a black Luster Soldier as well, but I just don't have one at this time. Now let's go to spells. So first off, for the staples, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. So Heavy Storm because it's always good to destroy all your opponent's back row, even though you have to be careful that they don't have Starlight Road. Monster Reborn because special summoning from your graveyard and your opponent's graveyard is crazy. Dark Hole because it pretty much essentially resets the game. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons because they don't set off cards like Starlight Road, and they get rid of problem cards like Macro. So, great. 2 Forbidden Lance. Phenomenal card. It allows you to minus a monster to 800 attack and make it unaffected by spells and traps. So you can use this offensively by attacking and then using it, allowing your opponent to attack into you and then use it. And because this alters strength, even though it's only supposed to be 2, you can use it in damage calculation, which is phenomenal. And then this card is also great when you special summon out a Master Hyperion, and they go bottomless, and then you go Lance. So one of their back rows cleared, and now you can just pop the other one without even having to pick and choose. So great card. Next we run 2 Smashing Ground, just because in this format there are a lot of problem cards. I mean, like a Zenmaines, I run into a Zenmaines and I want to be able to get over him, but all I have is 2 monsters that can beat him, but then at the end phase he's going to pop one, and now I have a Smashing Ground too, so I mean, it still sucked that had to happen, but hey, at least I'm getting over it now, and of course for Spirit Reapers, and for just big monsters. Last spell, Seal of Orichalcos. Pretty good card in the deck. It doesn't conflict too much, although it does mess up the Gachi play a little bit, unless you have a Lance. You can always Lance your Gachi, then play this, making Gachi unaffected, and well, that's going to be a really powerful setup, because Gachi's not going to be able to get attacked, and Venus is going to be at 2,500. Of course, other than that, you have beefy Thunder Kings, beefy Kaiases, just beefy everything, really. I mean, plus 500. It's pretty phenomenal. And last, we have 3 Royal Decree. Now, I don't use Royal Decree as in the hopes of to set my opponent's traps into complete oblivion for the entire match, because with Heavy Storm and with Mystical Space Typhoon, I know it's probably not going to happen. But I do know that if they draw the Heavy and I make sure that I play the Royal Decree after they've already set 3 traps, then hey, at least I'm plussing on them, right? Plus 3, which is just really fantastic. Also, the card can be used more like a trap stun, where they set off a series of cards like 2 Reckless, and then I flip Royal Decree. So that's been my deck. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys later.